Have you got started on LinkedIn yet? That is a platform that I ignored for way too long. I've been online for almost a decade, and I can hardly believe that I can say that because it's been a lot of up and downs. It's been not been a straight highway, I can guarantee you that. LinkedIn was something that I looked at as a resume. I thought it was something that people used that they could send a link to maybe a job or something. I didn't know. And I'm sure you didn't either. But I found out that it's pretty stinking cool to use it for your business. Hey, my name is Angela Brooks, and this is Blogging for Profits. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about getting set up on LinkedIn. How do you connect on LinkedIn so that it's profitable, so that it's worth your time? How about if you only had 1 hour a day to designate to this particular platform to get quality leads that you can start a business conversation with your clients, your new potential clients? I have found that the people that I'm speaking to on LinkedIn don't have the same excuses that they have on Facebook, or the same ones they have on Twitter, or maybe the ones that's even on your email list. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of excuses out there, except when you're in this industry, you're going to hear the same 5 or 10 excuses, and you learn how to respond to them. And your posture is something that becomes automatic. Once you learn how to do prospecting, it will go with you in person, it will go with you online, it will go with you on LinkedIn. Except on LinkedIn, there's not as many objections as there are on Facebook. So it changes the rules just a little bit, and it makes it fun so that you're not talking to people who have to ask permission from another human being. Can I spend some money? Or they'll say, I don't have a job. Or they'll say, let me think about it. Or they'll say, I'm not sure that'll work for me. The difference in LinkedIn and Facebook is these people are in business and they already know what they're looking for. And they're looking for ways to make business easier for them, because most of them are still working a full-time job like I did. I worked a full-time job for 5 years after I started my network marketing company. So everybody has this perception out there that once you start in network marketing or start a business, that you have to quit your original job and just do your new thing, which you can't do your new thing until you're bringing in money, because bills don't care if you have a job or not. They're going to show up. So LinkedIn is somewhere that I started hanging out after I met my friend Adam out in San Diego in March. And he showed me some things that literally started getting results that same day. Because when somebody teaches me something, I'm like, I am an implementer. I don't wait. I don't think about it. I don't process it. I go to my laptop and I put it in action at that moment. So as he was teaching from the stage, I was literally in the back putting stuff in action. When he came off the stage, I said, hey, Adam, come here. And he's going, did you just do that? Absolutely. And I mean, at that moment, it was just 5 people. When I started using this every single day, I am getting no less than 25 to 78 leads a day. I can't do 78 conversations a day. So I needed some help. And I know a lot of other people are also busy and you can't do 78 conversations a day. So, yes, I have an email list set up that talks to them, that goes through the first conversation blocks. I also have Messenger set up where you're having real conversations in Messenger, and you're sending them to your list. You're sending them directly to your product that you have for sales. They don't get offended. And that's the best thing about it, is there's a certain way that you need to approach people. Some people on LinkedIn just they skip the hello, completely skip the hello. And they just send you this long list of links and phone numbers and all this stuff. And what does people do? They delete it or they ignore it. But wonder if you started your conversation out like humans do. Hey, how are you? My name is Angela Brooks. People are going to stop and they're going to respond to you. When you focus on the other people more than you focus on what you have to offer, you find out if what you have even fits that person. Because I can guarantee, I don't care what everybody says to you, everything that you have is not going to be for every person that you talk to. It will not happen. So there's you some honesty right there. However, you're planting a seed that it may work for them in the future. Or maybe like the lady that I talked to today, I loved her presentation to me, and I want to bring her on the podcast, and we're going to do an interview. She's going to tell me a little bit about her and what she does and how she works with the women that she works with. She was uber excited that I said, hey, can I interview you? I did not prospect her for my business, but I did prospect her as a guest that's going to be coming here and speaking with me to you. So you'll be able to hear her in the next, I think we're going to do it next week. Don't have a date pinned down just yet. But yeah, you can find your guest for your blog, for your podcast, for whatever. LinkedIn are, these people are completely in a different place. I had one lady that she made a comment back to one of my messages, and she said, I'm not interested in any of this. And I said, great, no problem. Do you mind if we stay connected? And she goes, well, certainly. We don't have to disconnect. And I said, perfect. I just like to ask permission. And what did that do? It started a conversation. And that conversation didn't lead to a sale, but she immediately went to my profile and started looking at my profile to see what I was up to. And then she comes back in the messenger and she says, hey, I noticed that you have a LinkedIn course. Can you tell me about that? So I said, do you mind if I send you a link? I always ask permission, because when you ask permission, it's getting people to say yes. And a simple yes puts them in control so they don't feel like you are pushing them. And if she would have said no, and I said, fine, no worries. I would have said, if you need it later, just holler at me. Be glad to send it to you. But I never send anything until I get a yes from that person. So if you're taking notes or, a mental note, make sure you write that down, because, a lot of people think that the yes is, yes, I want to buy your stuff. Yes, I want to be on your email list. Yes, I want what you have. However, if they just say one step to a yes in a conversation is one step closer to maybe what you have to offer. So I sent her the link to the course. She didn't buy, but she's now on my email list. And my email list is going to be following up with her every day for the next 7 days. And on the 7th day, it's going to say, hey, thanks for joining me here. But since you haven't purchased yet, I'm going to remove you from this list. And, if you need me in the future, come back. What happens to most people when you take something away from them? They step forward. They're going, oh, wait a minute. I was just joking. And so now she's on my email list. And this happened just yesterday to a fella that he got to the end of my email list. And he was like, he sent me a message real quick. He said, is it too late for me to grab this? Nope, you better hurry up, because on Friday, this course is going to be redone. I'm going to add some more content, make it even more rich than what it is right now. And I'm raising the price. He bought immediately. So however you get people to say yes is not just swiping their card on the first conversation. It's getting them to lean in so that you're not that pushy salesman, that slimy person that none of us like to talk to. So number one thing I want to tell you to do today, if you have not done this, you are on LinkedIn. When you end this podcast, go to your LinkedIn profile, fill it out completely. Make sure that you are using keywords in your headlines. And if you don't know what keywords are in your headlines, I talk about that in my course. And I will, that will be over on my blog so that you can find that, angelabrook.com. You can find any of the LinkedIn courses that are over there. So make sure you reach out, because it is going to go up. Right now, it's a crazy $27. and I'm adding more content, and it's going to go up to 97. And the more I add to it, it's going to keep going up. Grab it while it's cheap. 45 minutes, 47 minutes of content where you see my screen, where I walk you through things and I show you what keywords are and how important they are to your profile. So quit using it as just another one of those social media platforms that you just barely give any attention to. Make it work for you. Make LinkedIn become your go-to that you use every day, no more than 1 hour a day. And inside the course, I show you how to do 1 hour a day and on which days that you need to do it on. So if you are not up on that, you might want to reach over and grab the LinkedIn course. If you're hearing my voice and you can't find that, by all means, send me a message. You can find me on LinkedIn. My name is Angela Brooks. You can find me on Facebook under Angela Brooks. So if that is something that you're willing to work on, I guarantee when you get through with that course, you're going to get results. So again, this is Angela Brooks. You can find me on angelabrook.com, and I hope this was helpful, and I will see you on the next Blogging for Profits.